I'm Raina Duras, joined by Florence Welch. It's been 15 years since you released that debut. You were in your early 20s then. You were dealing with fame all of a sudden. You know, you and I are the exact same age.
Oh,
Yeah. We're not old. I'm just going to say that. We're not old. But I mean, aging is something that I think about a lot as a person who's like public facing in an industry like that. And I definitely think about it more than when I was 24.
Everyone's younger than me now, though. I was like, oh, you're younger than me.
I'm age blind at this point. I can't tell. I'm like, certain people, I'm like, you could be 25, you could be 55. I don't know. But, I think about, getting older in a public facing kind of role more than I did back then. How do you think about it in your career? And is there like a freedom or power that comes with it?
It's a strange sense of that you have to prove yourself all over again. I think you have to prove that like women can still play over 35. There's you're still, that people will still want to like look at you. There's this, which has good, because they do, but that's also good and bad, because I'm like, wait, I'm still out here. Like I thought this would be done. I thought no one was supposed to want to look at me over 35.
Yeah. It was going to be so easy after that.
I thought it was going to be easy. They're like, we don't want to see that. Like, no, everyone is still like into it. What? I was told this would be different. So weirdly, it does feel like you have to prove yourself all over again. Yeah. Like there's that sense that like men are allowed to just continue on this trajectory and get older and continue their careers and continue headlining. And you, as a woman, you get sent to the legend stage at 30. You're just like, okay. And there's a sense that like you are given these huge opportunities at very young, and then kind of it's like, but are you allowed to keep going? And so it's interesting. You get to a stage where you're like, there has been change, but like, is it also changing for women as they age into the next phase of their career?
Yeah.
And I don't know yet.
Yeah, that ties in, I think, very nicely to the last song that we're going to hear, which is my favorite song on the album. Maybe my favorite Florence and the Machine song ever. I love this song. It's called One of the Greats. And I guess first, I just want to note, you wrote this, recorded it in just one take.
This is one take. And then it was impossible to produce because of that, because the time signatures are insane. The tuning is insane. Someone texted me being like, I love that key change. I was like, none of this is intentional. Like it was what kind of Bowen, who's from the band Idols, was playing this chord, and he just sort of like kept playing this rolling chord, and I was singing from the page. I'd never sang it before, and the song was so long. So what you hear is just us desperately trying to hang on. It's still now when I perform it live, it's terrifying.
Yeah, I was wondering about
long. That. There's no like click. There's no real set time signature there is. So every time I perform it, I'm hanging on for dear life. You're just trying to make it to the end of the song. And we always did mean to re-record it like but the first take just had this bursting out feeling that we couldn't ever replicate.
Yeah. I mean, in it, you sing about greatness, the perception of it. Has your definition of greatness changed over time?
I think that song was written in terms of like, will I ever be satisfied with a record? Like, I always had this feeling that like, if there was, if there was like 100 greatest records of all time, that like none of mine would be on there, because they have their women. They have like, they've got like Kate Bush, they've got Joni.
They've got like those we've made the list. The list is gone.
We've did them. Yeah. And there's a sense that even with all the striving and the enormous amount that you're giving up, huge things you're giving up to keep going, was it worth it? Like, did I get it right? You're just like, oh, will it actually be remembered, or will it? And that's kind of inner perfectionism, and just like, the thing that you wrestle with as an artist, which is like keeping going, but on some level never quite being satisfied. And that just seems to be part of it. It was weirdly when I accepted that that's part of my process, that I actually feel the best I've ever felt about a record, which is this one. And I think the very visceral and intense way that Everybody Scream came out of me almost guarded me from needing to have ambitions for it further than just having put it out. In a very real way that I haven't experienced before.
Yeah.
And I guess that's kind of real greatness, is to just be able to do the work and let it go.
Yeah.
Good luck to us all on that one.
I think that's a beautiful place to wrap this up. But,
well, like, we're all insane.
We're all losing our minds.
End interview.